Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We are back in court. Things are going to get interesting, I think. I've been told that things take a funny turn in court now. I don't really know too much more about it, but that was a comment that was left, so I'm looking forward to see what that's all about. And let's go. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I am Officer Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. Jeez. ... So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is... Sir, I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. He's got that stupid loudspeaker thing in here. Come on, Judge. Stop him. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. That's true. Alright, here we go. Crime report, sir. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Okay, so we need to know who this other officer is. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defence may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Yeah, we do. Alright, so let's start by pressing everything. And we'll go from there. We need to know who this officer was who woke him up, because it could be that officer was the one who attacked him, right? Although it's not my normal duty, excuse me, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes, now there's a scary thought. That's true. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir, the lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. Yeah, that creepy thing. I wanted to see if we can do the fingerprints on that handprint on the face there. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. So he moved it. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. Alright, so I'm guessing that's going to be Goodman. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? ... There it is! I found it! This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh. But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Alright, so who is this, sevens number? Who is that? That is going to be the key to all this, isn't it? Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir. That's when I spotted the man on my security screen. Data added to the ID card record. Okay, we need to figure out who this Sevens person is. I was only doing what I was trained to do, so I was suddenly attacked. So you were attacked. Could you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir, a knife. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? I wonder if it was the evidence knife, though. Like, maybe he wasn't actually pulling a knife on him. Maybe he just had the knife from evidence. I'm thinking. Well, with me charging in on him like that, he was looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life. Then I did it. Okay. What did you do? What exactly do you mean when you said you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I see. Must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew. Yes. He punched me right in my face, sir. Okay, so I just want to have a look at something here. I don't want to present it there, I just want to look. Goodman's coat. Do we have anything that shows Goodman's coat? Yeah. So the blood on there that we theorised all along was Goodman's blood from where she stabbed him, he's now saying could actually be his blood from his hand when his hand was slashed. He grabbed him by the collar and the blood all trickled down. So that, I guess, is Meekins' blood, right? Not Goodman's? Or it could be. So that's something we're going to have to think about going forward, I think. Alright, who smacked him awake? About what time did you regain consciousness? No offence, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? What, the Blue Badger thing? Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Okay. Well, we can all rest easy now. Thank goodness the Blue Badger's safe. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honour. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins. With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. Chief Gant is like literally pulling all the strings on this, right? Which makes me highly suspicious of him. Either he's like playing a game to see who's capable of solving all of this stuff, or he is directly responsible for it. The chief delivered it. What is that? Videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. Videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Objection! What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of the murder of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Are we actually going to see it? Oh yeah, here we go. There's the creepy badger. Alright, so just looking at the lockers, making sure none of them are open or anything. Alright, there's supposed Goodman because of the coat. Now, did anything change on the badger during that? Alright, so we can't see that it is Goodman. Something fell out while the locker was being opened. Here's Meekins. Meekins sneaking up. We still can't see the face. Yeah, see the blood on the shoulder is from Meekins' hand. Not necessarily from the murder. And there's Meekins with the open locker. So the thing that fell out, did we pick that up? Or did the person run off with it? Okay, so now, so the cloth thing there, was that cloth thing hanging out the bottom? ... I might watch this again. ...
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Okay, why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Security video added to the court record. Okay, fine.
Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room, and some sort of, activity did take place.
Your Honour, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. Okay. Mystery Man. Okay, here we go. So, here's the thing, right? There's a couple of things I want to rewatch on there. Number one being that little thing that fell out of the locker that the Goodman or Goodman lookalike was looking at. Did we get that? I want to check my court record. The second one being, did anything change on the Blue Badger at any point while the camera was scrolling back and forth? And was that cloth only hanging out the bottom of the other locker after everything happened? Because if so, then it could be that something was stashed in there as a result of the stuff happening. Perhaps somebody put it in there and ran away. I don't know. Mystery Man. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. Okay.
What's this about the fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defence may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Okay. Mystery Man. Okay, his face can't be clearly seen in the video. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter. The latter? But you were standing right in front of him, were you not?
More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. Okay, fine. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Meekins! Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please, be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claim the man who brandished the knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you're positive it was him. I mean, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Unless, like, that person had his fingerprints, right? Exactly my point, sir. And this too. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. How do you know that information? I've heard rumours, sir. From people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. ... For the record, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint?
Maybe. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir.
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust the knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is. Unless the defence can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? I mean, I'm guessing there is a problem. Why would we say that there isn't a problem? Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Interesting. Your Honour, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I propose we have the defence point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. Alright, well, we will do that, but we will do it in the next episode because we are out of time. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paul Leone, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zolties, and I'll see you next time.